personally, I agree with Bob that the Saints are going to have some very opportunities that are going to open up in this draft. Who knows? Ross, we never know what's going to happen. Ross could drop all the way down and be available at 32. Or the guy Carlos Henderson from Louisiana.
Sorry, guys.
So it's just going to be what does Coach Payton and the Saints coaches, what they feel is most important at the time they're picking.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Good thoughts. A lot to really think about, and we will be praying because this is an important draft. I'm sure Sean Payton is going to be praying that he makes a good selection this draft. All right. Any last thoughts, guys, before we sign off?
Well, Professor brought up.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go first.
Professor brought up Henderson as a receiver idea. I just wanted your guys' opinion. I was thinking guys who big downfield threats, a little smaller. What do you guys think about D.D. Westbrook in maybe the 4th round for New Orleans?
I like Westbrook. I think he's got a lot of play. He's got a lot of game potential. He plays in that Oklahoma system that has produced some good wide receivers in the past. You know, not number one type of guys, but we're not looking for a number one type of guy. Westbrook is a good, solid player. Two guys I've been looking at. I love Chris Godwin out of Penn State in the mid rounds, and I like Stacy Coley out of Miami later on.
Yeah, Coley has some good games. I saw him playing. So, yeah, he has some really good games. All right.
I don't care if they go in and draft some girl off of a volleyball team. I'm tired of being 7 and 9. You know, just make some improvements across the board. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, from my perspective, the bottom line is let's just hope that wherever they pick, that it makes sense. Because we've seen over the years, this team makes some head scratchers. I mean, just leave you totally baffled as to that.
Andrews Pete.
Coach, you remember some of those picks in the
Andrews
70s
Andrews Pete.
were just blow your mind thinking, man, what the hell were they thinking? So I'm just going to assume that they know what the agenda is. They realize that, look, you know, the pressure is on. Yeah, I don't care what they say. They can say anything to the media, but they know behind the scenes the pressure is on to produce this year. So let's just hope they don't reach. They don't make. I've seen so many guys in the last 2 days saying that they're going to pick Marlon Humphrey, the cornerback from Alabama. Now I don't want to. Again, I don't like to minimize the potential of any player. And I think Humphrey will be okay in the pros, but he is not Richard Sherman caliber cornerback, in my opinion. He's definitely not worth the number 11 overall pick. Is he a first rounder? Yeah, but I think 11 is a bit of a reach personally. When you can get points, Harry. Yeah, my bottom line is you got to get it. And again, I go back to what Coach said. You got to get an impact player. Yeah, if you're trying to get to another Super Bowl within the next 2 or 3 years, you're not going to do it by getting a guy who might start next year and being part of a rotation and be played sparingly as a rookie. You need a guy that's got to come in right now and start making plays right now. You don't have time to wait. You just don't. So
okay.
To me, that's what I'm looking for out of this whole thing. You got we're going to have 7 players, I think we said. Well, out of those 7, you got to hit on at least 2 of them, preferably much more, but at least 2 where where you could say that they're potential starters as rookies. To me, if you don't get that, then it's a failure overall. That's my opinion.
Okay.
And watch out for this guy Harris. A lot of draft boards Is this guy Harris on the board from Missouri?
Oh, yeah, Charles Harris from Missouri.
That guy's not a number 11 pick. Yeah, that's like Barrett's point. The Saints. I mean, I'll be honest with y'all, fellas. I'm just a little bit scared that they are going to do something off the wall, and we'd be like, what? I'm serious because, I mean, you cannot afford to do this. And maybe Jeff Ireland has a grasp for this with Coach Payton and Mickey Loomis and understand. But this here, because when I was taught today, and these experts talking about the Saints, I think I'm looking at Harris from Missouri. He's probably a first rounder, but not the 11 pick. Because I'm telling you, if there's a run on quarterbacks like San Francisco, Chicago, and the Jets, all three of those teams in quarterback, the Saints are really going to be getting a top 7 player. They have the opportunity for it because those three quarterbacks are not top 10. And if those three quarterbacks by some chance get a run, if Cleveland, San Francisco, the Jets, and Chicago, then you're sitting there with one of the top 7 players that fit in your lap. They're going to have a real difficult choice if that happens. Either that happens or you're not likely, but who knows with the NFL.
Yeah, well, and it's interesting you said that because it's the Saints, the Browns, as well as the Titans who have 2 picks in the first round. So 6 of the picks go to 3 teams in the first round this year. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Bob. How can we follow you on Twitter?
Well, thank you again for having me, Kyle. Gentlemen, it was great to work with you tonight. Hopefully we can all stay in touch. But I can be followed on Twitter on my personal page at BobbyR2613 or through the Canal Street Chronicles website at Saints CSC. Both Canal Street Chronicles and myself have a Facebook page too. And we do a lot of work inside a bunch of different Saints chat rooms as well.
Good stuff with John and Deuce and you. You guys are doing some good stuff over there. So Canal Street Chronicles is a friend of the network. So, we do some work with these guys in tandem. So we will continue a good relationship and productive relationship under John Hendricks over there. Coach, how can we
got that big easy blitz coming up too, so everybody's stuck with me, I guess.
Well, we stuck with you, man. We're not going to only be stuck with you. I'll just be out there. No, I'm not going to say this. But Coach, how can we follow you?
Yeah, at Rick Gaille on Facebook and Twitter. And this weekend is really going to be interesting. I'm hosting Eric Asher's radio show for 2 hours, 11 to 1 on Friday. I'm going to have Bobby April, former special teams coach of the NFL, on as part of the show. Now, Bobby and I started coaching together back in the day at Chalmette High School. And Friday night, 6 to 7, I'm hosting Ken Trahan's show. So I'll be on 3 hours on Friday. And then Saturday, the 3 tailgaters from 10 to 12, WGSO, 9:90 a.m. at WGSO.com. So plenty of good radio time to look forward to. I hope to look forward to.
Yeah, I will be calling in to one of the shows, man. I like you guys.
I know you follow it very closely.
Yeah, you guys have me rolling on the 3 tailgaters. So good stuff, man. Brendan, tell us how we can follow you and tell us about the show you are hosting this year at Gardner Webb.
All right. First off, at Twitter at BT Boylan, at BTBOYLAN. And after a lot of negotiation here, the radio station has given me an hour twice a week for sports talk, and we're expecting that to expand for next season. So that's all online streamed radio. It's WGWG.org. The show is called The Butler's Pantry. I kind of got this nickname when I started commentating on the Big South Network for, I guess, dressing up a little too much to broadcast with some nicer 3-piece suits. And they said, we didn't know you had a butler job on the side. And next thing you know, I'm in in Asheville, North Carolina for a women's basketball tournament, calling the game alongside, or not alongside, but next to me, Evan Leffler with ESPN. And security's checking through everything. They say, "Hey, Butler, right this way." I thought, well, I guess it's stuck at this point.
It's stuck with you. Wow. Well, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. We are very proud of you. Brendan got his start with the professor on The Professor Speaks. So we are very, very proud of you. Let us know if you can, if you would like to have us on as a guest.
Oh, I would love to have you guys on at some point, Professor. I know it's been way too long. A lot of crazy things going on up here at school, and some things going on in the Metro Atlanta area back with my family. But I'll make sure to get in touch with you guys. I'd love to have you guys on at some point tomorrow. We're actually doing. There's 3 of us: myself, Zach Oxendine, and Casey Williams, who's the running back coach here at Gardner Webb, and actually took a job as a running back coach to coach next season professionally in Australia. He's the first ever person to get a Division I football scholarship to coach, but never played a down of football in his life.
Wow!
And he's won national championships at the high school level and the JUCO level. Coached here, had 2 All-Americans this year, and then got a job overseas in Australia. So he's joining me, a great guy who knows how to break down film and break down a lot of different draft prospects. We're doing kind of a similar to Todd and Mel, where they go back and forth with picks, alternating the entire first round. So it's the 3 of us doing that tomorrow at 4:00. Once again, it's WGWG.org. We'd love to have you guys. And thank you guys so much. And thank you guys, Kyle and the professor, everybody here on the panel. You guys have gave me a wonderful start, and hopefully this is just the beginning as it continues to grow. So thank you guys for the opportunity, and I won't let you guys down.
Oh, well, I know you won't, man. I always saw you. You had great potential, and you just continue the route you're going. Okay, Professional, how can we follow you? Look at this.
I can't
listen to this.
I
listened to this. I knew he was going to say it.
I don't tweet that. I don't have a show of my own, anything like that. Catch me here with you guys every week. That's how you follow me.
Follow the trail of wing sauce.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Professor, how can we follow you?
Look, if you want to follow me, contact my psychiatrist, which is Dan Coach Rick. If not, you can reach out to my communications buddy, Dr. Barry, or you can reach my son, Dr. Butler, Brendan Boylan, or you can hit me up on Twitter at dnice1911, or like I tell Kyle, send it to Kyle. Anywhere you want to hit me up. As long as you want to talk intelligently about some football. I don't do all that other BS, all that bullying mess and tearing down people. So if you hit me up with foolishness, I will not respond back. So, but you can hit me up. You can find me through St. Louis Radio and at dnice1911, and I will have an intelligent conversation with you. And Bob, welcome to the family, buddy. We're glad to have you. And Brendan, you know how much you're my son. I love you, man. I'm proud of you, and I've always got your back, man. This is a great exploit because you are the future. You're the next generation.
Definitely. Okay, Barry, and how can we follow you, my man?
All right. Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Barry Hirstius, and of course, you can see my work saintsnews.net as now the new editor and featured columnist for Saints News Network.
Yes, sir.
And I thank Kyle and Professor. I thank you both for having the faith and the confidence in me. After my previous work and having me welcome me, making me feel welcome at Saints News Network. I'm looking forward to a lot of big things. We did this past week. We've really had some tremendous readership and response to our draft coverage. So and our Adrian Peterson coverage the other day. So I'm excited about it. And just if I don't ever write anywhere else for the rest of my writing career if this is my last stop.